In Canada, there are over 650,000 registered snowmobiles, and most of which are used for recreational purposes. However, there are numerous occupations across Canada that requires employees to operate snowmobiles in a safe and responsible manner. This is Snowmobile Safety. There are a few pieces of standard equipment required while operating a snowmobile. Ownerships and insurance are a must. The Motorized Snow Vehicles Act governs snowmobiling in Ontario. Anyone who has a valid driver's license and/or motorized snow vehicle operator's license is allowed to drive a snowmobile. Some miscellaneous tools, such as a clutch adjustment tool, spare spark plugs, and a spark plug wrench, should be kept on the snowmobile at all times in the case of breakdowns or repair. One of the main hazards associated with snowmobiling is cold-related injuries such as frostbite and hypothermia, which is why a good snowmobile suit, gloves, balaclava, and helmet are without a doubt must-have pieces of standard equipment. The DOT symbol constitutes the manufacturer's certification of compliance with the United States of America's Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 218 and meets the Ontario regulatory requirements in accordance with the Highway Traffic Act, Regulation 610, and the Motorized Snow Vehicles Act. Here are some examples of emergency equipment that would be beneficial to an operator when embarking on a snowmobile trip: tow rope, hatchet or axe, pliers, knife, multi-tool, compass, GPS and/or cell phone if within cell phone range, first aid kit, hand warmers, lighter and fire starting kit. Now we're going to talk about the pre-operational inspection. First, check your spare drive belt and your injection oil level for a 2-stroke engine and motor oil for a 4-stroke engine. Do a visual inspection on your primary and secondary clutch, as well as check your belt for wear, cracks, and frays. Check your antifreeze coolant levels, as well as conduct an inspection on the front end suspension and steering components, such as the control arms, steering post, and skis for worn or broken parts. Inspect the rear suspension, idle wheels, slide rail, and track for worn or broken parts. Test the brake lever and parking brake. Test the throttle lever for free play and no sticking. Inspect fuel levels and start the machine. Inspect and test the rear brake lights, and then proceed to inspect headlights, low beam and high beam. Test the emergency stop button to ensure it shuts down the engine. Make sure the running RPM is between 1500 and 1900 revolutions per minute. Engine temperature must be greater than 85 degrees Fahrenheit prior to operating the snowmobile. Conduct a brake test. And now you're ready to ride. Now we will look at common hand signals used when operating a snowmobile. Snowmobiles following behind. Last snowmobile in line. Slowing down. Coming to a stop. Right turn. Left turn. Road crossings. As you approach a roadway, begin to slow down and make the appropriate hand signal for stopping. Stand up and look in both directions for vehicular traffic. If it's safe to do so, proceed slowly at a 90-degree angle across the roadway. Ice safety. All snowmobile operators must be aware of the hazards associated with traveling on frozen lakes and rivers before venturing off in unexplored territory. If regularly traveling on ice, special equipment is recommended in the case of emergency, such as a buoyant snowmobile suit and ice picks for extraction. If possible, it is recommended to travel with a partner. Trail riding versus backcountry riding. The best way to get comfortable on a snowmobile is to get on one and get a feel for how it operates. If you could drive a car, you could drive a snowmobile on trails within the posted 50 km/h speed limits. Riding off trail requires additional riding experience. Learning how to shift your body weight to maneuver rather than steering the snowmobile is key in maintaining proper control in deep snow. That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in.